This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Welcome to part 2, day 2 of the podcast. For those of you keeping score at home, this is the first time ever that we'd had to call a, not rain delay, but
postponement.
Postponement on time when a tennis match can only go 6 hours, or darkness. It's because of darkness.
Called for darkness.
Exactly. Lawrence's nickname.
This is what happens when we all love the sound of our own voices.
Exactly. 3 hours in part 1. Barring some cuts here and there.
A lot of wine, too. John was drinking tequila. I was drinking wine. James drinking wine.
Yeah.
We had to hit pause. And also, not only were we trying to create a better, final product for all of our best friends behind the paywall on Patreon, but we only do historic shit on this show. So we're like, we'll do this for the first time ever.
This is the first.
Special. Yeah, first.
I fucking love it. I love it.
This is a goddamn motherfucker.
So this is going to just go 3.5 hours?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm fully. I mean, also.
All right, that kind of sucks.
I was hungover. Yeah, it was.
Were you hungover after part 1?
Yeah, I was very hungover. The next day was very rough, and we had ordered dinner, and
you ate it while recording. We watched you eat the whole thing.
Yeah, you were muting yourself. You're muting yourself between bites.
It was good. I think it was mad effective. To be honest, I think you kind of nailed it.
Yeah, well, good, because that was a lot of tater tots, but I still had plenty of food left. I was only eating the tots while we were recording, and then I got in bed with a cheeseburger, housed it, and
you fuck it too?
Huh?
Did you fuck it too in bed when you got in bed with the cheeseburger?
Lawrence is asking if you had
always.
Did you fuck the cheeseburger?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Lawrence, there you go. Thanks.
Januzzi, I mean, this is uncharted territory. I think on a technicality, we are not going to do a second fit check. Also, you wear the same thing every day, just khaki Henleys and your denim jackets.
If you got, I was gonna ask if we were gonna do a second fit check.
We're not.
Then I was gonna change, but
we're not.
I'm wearing the literal exact same thing I was wearing the last time we spoke.
Well, not your Christopher, not your Chris Pine torn up waspy sweater.
Yeah.
Was that what I was wearing? I must have tried.
Yeah, it was like
the Orly sweater. It
was an Orly cashmere blend.
Also, you joke as if you don't wear the same fucking sweater all the time, which is how it got to be in the beautiful shape it's in now.
Yeah.
I know. It's very. I bought that sweater for a specific reason, and now it feels like the reason has been it looks even better for the reason.
Well, we're going to stop talking about the fit check that happened. If you're a listener at home 2 days ago, if you're part of the core 4 5 days ago, we're going to get right into the 3 main subjects of this podcast: the meat and potatoes. You're a workout guy. You're a food out guy. You need to fucking carb up.
You beefy lad.
We're going to talk about, as you know, well, actually you didn't know because you asked us. You're like, hey, we're going to talk about the first 2. And they're like, no, you can't. You cared about the third. So we're going to talk about money.
Ka-ching. Yeah, I think I might, in light of some things that are happening right now, should we rename the segment to avoid looking like just total nuclear buffoons in public with this segment?
What, like the Ben Smith takedown of Ronan Farrell? What are you talking about?
What? No, should we just rename Dad Ass?
To what?
You can't rename Dad Ass.
Yeah, it's almost like we're way too far gone. I mean, listen, I'm not an apologist. I don't want to
If we change Dad Ass, I don't know. Let's take this offline.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
and the third topic, most importantly, ourselves.
Right.
Jimmy, Larry, Chuck. Chef when he gets back because he's putting in a last-minute edit into part 1.
Goddamn motherfucking boys.
So we're going to talk about ourselves first because that's clearly the most important part.
I'd love to hear about it. I love you
guys.
Both
Throwing Fits Universe. All right, so you just put out a book called How to Wear Socks.
Yes.
Our question for you is, what are the best socks to wear with loafers?
Go off, King.
This is the only question we care about. We're ending the pod after this.
Yeah, this is it. This is why we brought you back to get the
are you looking for a brand or
No, just generally speaking.
You're the sock lord. You tell us.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think the best sock to wear with loafers is a white sock.
Ooh.
That is
What are we assuming the loafer is? Is it a black penny?
I would say it's either a black penny or it could be like just like a brown loafer or like, you know, something like super classic, super, you know, like timeless loafer. I love the way they look with white socks.
Yep.
But that's you have to have like a certain level of like confidence and kind of like an air about you to pull that off. I've done it before and I don't have that.
No regrets.
Like I've tried with like a nice, like finely knit, like dress sock, like maybe like a merino sock or something. And I've tried with like a straight up, like white, just like thick ass white sock, like a gym sock. And I can't do it. It looks weird. And I ask Alex every time I do it before I leave the house. And she's like, no. And I always know.
Have you ever dangled a child over a balcony?
I mean, not yet. I probably will just for the gram, but I think that, you know, it's
James, what do you say? Throwing fits like MJ's son?
Throwing fits off the balcony like I'm MJ's son.
So it's funny because I talk about white socks and loafers in the book because it's a very, it's like a really classic move if you can pull it off. And like, obviously I did this whole thing on like Instagram that was like, can you guess like the famous sock or whatever? And there is an image in there of, you know, black pants, white socks, black loafers. And everyone's always like MJ. But it's actually not, it's not Michael Jackson. It's Audrey Hepburn.
Okay.
Oh,
then, yeah. From, you know.
Real, if you know, you know.
Yeah. That seems like deliberately hipster.
Well, it's, okay, so it's from Funny Face, which is a classic movie. But I feel like most
What do you call me?
I called you Funny Face, so you know exactly what I
Son
called.
of a bitch.
I think most people our age would know Funny Face because you remember those Gap commercials from when we were growing up that were like about like the black pant,
The black face?
the black pant.
Is this like the swing era of Gap? Like what the fuck? I don't remember the black.
No,
pant.
this is post swing.
This is Gap saving khakis.
Jesus,
That's a callback to part one.
You know what? I don't fuck with any brand. I'm out in the fucking woods. I don't care. But so it was this Gap commercial that used a scene from a really famous scene from Funny Face where Audrey Hepburn's like dancing in this nightclub and she's got, you know, the little black pants and skinny black pants and white socks and black loafers. So that's like one of the original, I would guess, like famous looks for that. And then Paul Newman also did the white socks with loafers and
the goat.
Yeah. And that's like a very like, you know, also again, like old school kind of classic way of doing it. Michael Jackson definitely did it.
Yeah.
And I think absolutely popularized it for like the world.
But maybe, okay, first of all, Chuck, I see you taking notes. I don't know if we want to put Michael Jackson on John.
Ooh, I think we definitely do, dude. I think we want.
Can I just ask?
There's very specific reasons that the reference in the book was Audrey Hepburn and not Michael Jackson.
Oh, you want it to be a kid-friendly book, but not too
kid-friendly. No, John, I think with MJ, right, is that he worshipped old Hollywood glamour. His reference point was absolutely 1,000,000% definitely Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, and to be honest, though, like I had never seen Funny Face. Alex loves old movies. We rented it one night, and I would say everyone should watch that shit. I mean, it's
old movies like Inception.
Yes, old movies like Inception, Jurassic Park,
Surf Ninjas. Oh, we did it! Money can't buy knives.
Wait, but John, life finds a way.
Okay, we're off Jurassic Park. We're talking Surf Ninjas. Can I just ask a question though? Is white socks with black loafers is that still a super style risk advanced maneuver? And maybe it's because I'm born with supreme confidence and I don't use Johns to mask my insecurities and self feelings of inadequacy.
That's the exact opposite of the truth, by the way.
So like wearing white socks with loafers just comes naturally to me because again, I don't have any insecurities. Is it still I feel like it's a relatively common thing now, no?
Yeah, no, I would absolutely say that. And I don't think it's a risk, but you will definitely, if you keep your eyes out for guys with white socks and loafers, you will tell who is doing it well and doing it right and who is not.
All right.